episode of my little redstone study. Now this is more than just redstone. I'm covering something on the build pack, buildcraft part of the technic pack. Some people can use this stuff interchangeably with most of the other stuff. Any of the packs, great stuff. Alright, well what you're looking at is a huge quarry. I'll show you how to set one up in a little bit. Basically what I have going on over here is I'm using a combustion engine using fuel that I've stockpiled, an on and off switch on another type of engine so I can extract the fuel. This thing is running fairly well, so great. Then I come over here, I can check its supply. Basically, it uses water to keep it cool, fuel to keep it running. You can manually put in fuel, but it's not as efficient. Anyways, then I have a pump set up on the circuit to pump water, also attached to this giant system with 3 pumps. Pretty basic stuff, by the way. This over here is oil. You refine that with the fuel you saw in the tanks over here. Pretty simple. Now, here's the cool part. We're going to come down here. I'm going to show you this thing in action. Basically, you build a quarry by placing a single block. This is the mining head. It actually uses a diamond pick, so it can mine, well, everything. If it's mineable, it mines it. Heck, you can even make tree farms out of these things using the right blocks. This is another case of if you have the imagination, you can do it. Now, quick thing about engines. They can overheat, so when dealing with like a redstone engine like this, which all it requires is this on and off switch, you can run it infinitesimally, but they overheat pretty easily. So, especially when just powering like a transport pipe. What you're looking at, though, is a rig that just basically uses a wooden transport pipe, which you power with... Oh, would you look at that? I can actually demonstrate. Sorry about my graphics, they're not the best. If you watch, it starts pumping water out of there. You can see the water moving once I stop. It starts filling up the pipes. The cool part is the pipes can store water in their own right, so you can fill up the pipes and then go, and it'll pump water into the tanks. There you go. If you look up here, you see that it's completely full. Pipes are full and everything. Now, if you notice, I got a bunch of pipes running over here. You got my energy pipes, which this is pumping energy straight into. If you look, you can see it just for a split second. You'll see those black lines. That's actually supposed to be blue. There it goes. Now, we'll come over here, and you'll see... Now, mind you, I set off a nuke, so I can get an idea of the area and things like that. This is a single nuke just going off on the surface. Huge blast. Now, what we're looking at over here is a pipe layout. These are some gold transport pipes when given a redstone signal and speed stuff up. Pretty good stuff. Now, if you notice, I have it set up so this there's 3 blocks here, 3 blocks here. If you notice, it's gold, iron, coal, dirt, cobblestone, sand. Now, these distribute your items. In a moment, you'll see probably some sand coming through, or some dirt, or something like that. Something useless. It'll come flying up this pipe, get dropped straight down into this lava. Just waiting for the mining head to do something. Yeah, it's gonna be a moment. Well, anyways, I can go over some bit of news. It's just, I've been working on pixel art, I'm sure you guys have noticed, and I'm trying to come up with a new design. I want to do Pokemon, but that seems that was simpler than I thought it would be. I'm thinking about Digimon. Oh, there goes some sand straight into the lava. Anyways, as you can see there, it's going. It's just flows straight in. You can make it set up so these just pump the items out into the ground. I mean, it would just spit them out like they're just right there on the ground. Now, this chest is basically a collection chest for things that I don't want to throw away, but aren't worth organizing. And I can also use that as a filter, so like if I get something I didn't know was in the area, I can put it in the filter and I can set it up to go where I want it. Now, to build a quarry, let's get one in my inventory so we can do this. Construction foam. Ah, there it is. Clear spot. Now, on standard, quarry isn't that big. It's efficient. It's built for efficiency and worthwhile. That frame is the size of the quarry. Now, let me come over here. say you only want to mine out a single strip, like you're trying to build a trench and you want to see what's in there, but you don't want to do it yourself. So you wouldn't want a square area. So let's estimate 2 by. We'll just keep going down here. Go to about here. You know what? Let's go real far. Now, if you notice, there's something missing. The connection. That's why it needs a signal of some sort. Switches work. You come over. And these are great also, just for lining things up. Like if you're having difficulty getting something lined up for pixel art or something like that. Now, when you have it all set up, hit it once, and it does that. You come over here and set this right next to it. And some of these will pop out of the ground, and some won't. I have it set up so drops are not on. And that's that. You just set up an engine. Let me do that. I'll go get some Mobius fuel so it runs more efficiently. Now, there's 3 kinds of engines. Redstone engines, the lowest power. Combustion engines, which are expensive to maintain, but high power. And steam engines, really good. We're going to run the steam engines just because that's all it needs. Now, if you look at this, it's a pretty simple layout. And then I go, I guess about my inventory so to just throw it somewhere where I can't get it. Now this is included in the equivalent exchange pack. This fuel is extremely efficient. I mean, one will burn for I think about 30 minutes in real time. So it's extremely good fuel. Now you notice the fuel's in there, it's doing its thing, but why isn't it running? Not running at all. Not apples. Just need a redstone torch. All it requires is a signal for these to run. And there they go. Now what you're looking at is the frame being built. It's a simple frame of a mining implement. Once it gets built, we'll sit here. Okay. I need to get Windows Movie Maker so I can do music and I won't have to do these commentaries all the time. Especially today, my throat kind of hurts. But if you notice, it's building and it's on its own. I'm a little laggy, probably due to having Facebook running in the background. Yes, I said time days, sets it at like right as sunrise. Now, you're going to notice these tend to overheat very easily at this speed. Oh, and it's building because it's using power so very sporadically. These don't have a chance to shut down, but they do have a chance for the power to build up. Now, it's getting into the last stages of building its frame. Now, this could be much longer. I'm sure you noticed I built this quite large. I built my quarries huge. In the sense of I can't see it unless it's like on normal. And even then sometimes my quarries are too big to see all the way across. Paused it. Yeah, you can see all the way across this one. I'm going to set it on tiny because I don't need all that distance. Alright, now then. It's finishing up, and there goes the mining implement. Now if you don't have piping set up, it should be spitting it out of the ground. Set it up so it drops items. You come over here, and there it goes, spitting the items out. It just spits them into the air. And that, my friends, is the quarry miner in action.